Hi, sweetie. You wanna get up and have fun?
So when I was 13 years old, I left my family and joined a gang. Let me explain. My mom was an alcoholic and a drug addict, and my dad was never around. So busy working and focusing on his own career and his own endeavors, which kudos to him, and that's amazing. But I didn't have really a good family structure growing up. I got to do whatever I wanted to do. I essentially didn't grow up with a family. I think a child develops this sense of wanting to belong to something, and I think that's very natural. And that's why you see a lot of gang members join gangs, because they want to belong to some type of family. They want to have some type of structure in their life. They long for the inclusion. That's exactly where I was looking back and analyzing my life at that very young age of 11, 12 years old. The gang I tried to join was the Marine Corps. And you're saying Marine Corps, that's not a gang. Well, I would have to disagree. I think the armed forces, if you actually break it down, have every single thing that a gang has. I really enjoyed my time at the Marine Military Academy. I wanted to be this perfect soldier. And I remember very clearly that, and let me just insert a clip right now. This is the movie that really changed me, and I don't know, it really struck a chord. And it's a movie by Kurt Russell called Soldiers.
I'm going to kill them all, sir.
The reason why I'm bringing all this up is whenever I arrived at the military academy at age 13, I actually was mentored by a really awesome cadet, and his name was Cadet Metters, Justin Metters. And since then, he's been a really close friend to me from the academy, and we followed each other. He actually went off to the Marine Corps and fought in the Battle of Fallujah. And I actually have a letter he wrote to me while I was still at the academy. So here's a letter that Justin wrote here to me. Dear Costas, hey brother, how are things going back at MMA? I just got your letter, and I think it's badass that you went to the Mr. Olympia contest. Maybe one day I'll get to do it with you, but you will be competing. I've been keeping busy out here. I've been attached to the 2nd Recon Battalion, and it's been pretty wild. If you have kept up with the news, you know that Fallujah is like the Wild West. I got 2 scars on my face now from an explosion that I was a little too close to. We've lost a couple of guys to fighting out here. I think it would be pretty cool to come see you, so send me a calendar. If you need anything, let me know, and I can hook it up. Write me soon. Always faithful. Lance Corporal Justin C. Metters.
Taking an oath, making them full-fledged members of the Corps Cadets, entitled all those rights and privileges accorded to each cadet.
There's questions, you see?
So right now it's 5:30, 5:45, something like that in Dallas. I'm heading down about 3 hours south to Round Rock, where I'm gonna see my good friend Justin Metters from high school, and he actually is like this, a really high-end craft furniture builder, and he sells his stuff at this very prestigious like antique market type place that's located in Central Texas. So head down there, say hello, visit it for a few hours, and head back to Dallas. So just a quick like, hey buddy, how are you? Man, so much nostalgia, so much history with Justin. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. I was a freshman in high school. He was actually a senior when I was a freshman and kind of took me under his wing. We'll be there in a little bit, Justin, and it'd be so good to catch up with you, bro. I know you're gonna be busy with the shop and everything, but just to hang out for a little bit. All right, bud, I'll see you around top, man. All right, so I made it here to Round Top where Justin's at. I actually saw him as I was driving up and I was like having to hide myself. So it's all a surprise. So the name of Justin's booth is called Recoop Designs. His middle name is Cooper. And I'm gonna try to stay incognito, which I gotta put the vlogging camera away because everyone's staring at me. So put this thing away and try to sneak and find his booth. All right, so I find him. He's actually right on the other side of this wall. This is like so fun. Let's see. I'm gonna sneak up right behind him, okay? All right, I'm gonna sneak up. I'm right behind him right now.
Well, I was tinning a bunch of stuff. Tinning. And then I was like underneath me on the floor, and I looked down and I was like, that's kind of cool. So I started peeling the pieces up, and I was like, we're just on glass.
Did you give her that pen?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right.
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing
What are you
here?
doing, man?
How are you?
Doing good. What are you up to today?
Not much.
I'm just in the mood for antiques. I was looking around.
What?
Seeing what you guys had over here.
Oh, man.
Remember I told you you had a surprise?
Was this the surprise?
Okay.
I was like, there's a camera. They went to military school together back in high school.
So Justin's pretty busy right now. You see his booth is in high demand, so that's pretty neat, letting him do his thing. I 100% get that because like at the restaurant, I'm like, I gotta take care of business first. So I'm gonna let that die down hopefully a little bit. Until then, let's go check out some of his work. He's doing some like really awesome things. Let me give you guys a quick little tour of his booth over here and all of the awesome art that he's creating. In 2001, we both went to MMA.
Right.
In August. And then September happened, 30 days later, 9/11.
Right.
That's crazy, right? In retrospect?
I mean, it was an interesting time to be there, be at that school.
Remember how patriotic everything was? Like after that? It was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And then
That was for the whole nation. Everyone was.
And then you went off, and I was just saying earlier that you went off to the Marine Corps.
Right.
And I actually have like some of your old, I still have them, some of your old letters you wrote me in boot camp. I got them like in a little sleeve. Then I actually flew out to Southern California.
That's right.
and that was like my first time like going somewhere by myself.
That's right. Yeah, spent a couple days in California and
That was so awesome.
cooked a lot of good food and went to the beach. It was a
Worked
good
out
time.
and stuff. Yeah. And at that point, I was like full deep into bodybuilding, like 100% like committed to bodybuilding. And I think you were kind of like looking to get on your way out of the Marine Corps at that point.
Yeah, my second deployment, I was kind of over it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna give college the old try. And
It's funny because like these like little snippets of like us like interacting with each other kind of has kept our like friendship alive
absolutely.
for almost 15 years now, right?
No longer than that. I mean, it's
Almost 20 years, I guess, right? 18 years.
going on 18.
Yeah. So every few years we try to like reconnect in some way.
That's right.
You invited me down to that Tough Mudder.
That's right.
We did that.
The backpacking trip with the
Those are
lightning
great.
slamming.
Dude,
right
that
next
was
to
nuts,
us.
dude. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was good.
And then you got married and you had kids and then opened a business and then
Yep.
I got married and I had kids and I opened up a business and then
Kind of around the. You were a little earlier than me. Just getting
Not
the
by
restaurant
much.
started, but not much.
I think you opened up in 15, right? Or 14?
Something like that.
But even before then, you were like managing like a huge shop at that point.
Yeah, I had a little store I was working for at the time. It was a little. It was a good time
what was
there.
it called again?
New Living.
New Living, that's right.
Yeah.
You had already had publicity and all these things. Like people were
Yeah,
already
I mean,
like,
it was
knowing
a-
who you were. Yeah.
It was an established, furniture store, and they had they already had a really good following, and they focused on, home health, like healthy homes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of that appealed to me a little bit.
How many days are you out here, Cooper?
3 weeks.
3
So,
3 weeks, dude.
3 weeks. Set up.
And what days are you off?
None.
3 days. Wait, so 21 days like non-stop
Basically.
from like sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out your fifth wheel, okay, Justin?
All right, brother.
Let's show Uncle Costas the
All right,
RV.
let's see this RV.
Oh, and he's gonna get to walk through your.
Get to see it.
Oh, actually, it's tucked away.
Oh, cool.
We'll
Look
let
at
you
that.
do the honors.
All right. Oh, look at that. That's so
Oh, she
neat.
wanted you to have the grand entrance.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
In my bed, right up here. I sleep up here.
Oh,
Big
okay.
girl bed. You know, maybe when you girls get a little bit older, we'll go visit Uncle Costas and we'll bring the fifth wheel and we'll let you and Sophia bunk up in here.
That'd be really
We'll go
fun.
eat at Opa.
So Justin owns this
Yep.
this fifth wheel over here, and I think one day, bucket list, epic camping trip. So we'll see if that ever happens. That'd be awesome. And then there's his like huge monster truck behind me. Might have to get an Opa monster truck to compete. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be possible or not.
I feel like this is like
No, not at all.
competition level.
Not at all. Not at all. I think I'm in the wrong business. Like Justin has literally not stopped selling since I've arrived. Maybe shut down the business and start selling furniture and scarves and woodworking and metalwork.
Stick with the food, brother.
Look at this knife. Like I could take this knife home and use that at the restaurants. Like nice high quality material. Look at that. Handle. Sweet stuff, but anyway, enough about the knives. Today I want to talk about friendships and the importance of friendships and what a forever friend is and like what I think a forever friend is. Knowing Justin since I was 13 years old, going through all the seasons of life, going through just all the things, the ups and the downs, it's just so great to like be able to connect once a year, once every 2 years, and just catch up and see how he's doing and what he's up to. Justin, thanks man for being my forever friend. Thanks for all the fun years, and I can't wait for many more adventures over the next 30 years. Alright man. Always a pleasure man.
Yes, sir.
Maybe that's it. 96 West. It's 90 something west.